All right, this is really wonderful. I am excited already. Wherever you're watching from around the world, this is welcoming you to Mama Helen's program today. And of course, you know what it is. It is Mama Helen and You show. I am excited. This is the time for you to click on your share button because it's really going to be awesome. It's going to be powerful. The excitement is really to the rooftop. Okay. All right, because of course on Mama Helen and You show today we're going to be looking at let's talk business, the fastest way to become a millionaire. That's what we're actually going to be looking at today. And of course it's not just only going to be me. There are quite enough, we have a wonderful guest that is going to be joining me, but I also know that there are quite a number of viewers out there that will also be interjecting during the course of this program. So I am excited already. So wherever you're watching from, whether it is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, this is it. This is it. This is the time for us to have a ball. Okay. See, let's put it this way. Everyone has the dream of being a millionaire someday. But not everyone wants to pay the price. People, there are two people in this world, those who see the things they want and those who do everything possible in achieving it. And then, of course, we also have the likes of those who, of course, want, but they don't want to pay the price for it. Becoming a millionaire, it is not just by sitting down doing nothing. It is about engaging yourself, having a focus, and of course, be self-driven as well. So on Mama Helen and You today, all the way from the United Kingdom, this is welcoming you and receiving you wherever you are. I am excited. I'm seeing some of you, Well, beautiful. Get your pen. I'm hearing obviously. Get your pen. And then of course it's lecture time. I love that. I love that. And you're having Jeff was also saying good morning, good afternoon rather. Well, it is evening actually where I'm coming from. But Lego, it's so good to see all of you. Where this is the time. Click on the share button, family. Victor, awesome. Italiano, it's nice to see all of you. Come on, share, 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 share. Talk to someone, get someone involved right now because it's really going to be awesome. I am excited already about what is going to be happening today. Don't forget, it's one thing to dream it and it's another thing to see it come to fruition. And we actually want to learn the how. I would never forget that in my 20s, I actually was able to become a millionaire. And haven't been, excuse me, please, I haven't been in the marketplace for over 38 years. Yes, in the marketplace, outside of being a pastor and all that. And of course, you all know, some of you know that I've been a chairman of a bank and so on and so forth, and many establishments that I have been able to pioneer. Yes, I have a lot to give. But then, of course, we also have a wonderful guest as well that is going to be coming in to educate us. It's coming all the way from Ghana. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, I am ready. I don't know about you. So if you are ready, just click on the comment section and say, yes, mama, we are ready. Yes, mama, we are ready. But don't do that until you've clicked on the share button though. You need to let everyone know that, yes, Mama Helen and you is actually on right now, and it's time to get ready to learn. Yes, it is time for you to get ready to learn. All right. Now, with me on Mama Helen today is no other person than Pastor Bernard Kojo Asado. I'm just going to be bringing him in immediately. I'm going to be harding him right away so that we can have him on immediately. So who is Pastor Bernard Kojo Asado? Outside of being a pastor, this man of God is an entrepreneur and an executive director of Promised Land Education Consult in Ghana. An education consult in Ghana provides training for teachers, especially the private sector. He's also, has been able to start many things, among which is 7 reading clubs and all that. He's in charge of marketing. I mean, so many things. And I know we'll be able to glean from this man today. We only see your picture, Pastor Bernard. We only see your picture. We're not seeing you. Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
hello. Hi, good evening.
Good evening. God bless you. God bless you. It's such a pleasure. When I was in touch with Kristen, in the TV station here in the UK, I said, Kristen, get
Sure.
me somebody. And she, you were highly rated. So I can't wait. We all can't wait to hear from you today. So how is Ghana, by the way?
Sure. By God's grace, we are doing well. By God's grace, we are doing so, so well.
Good
Greetings
to
all the way from Accra, Ghana.
It's a pleasure having you. It's a pleasure. So let's
Sure.
just get bottom, to the bottom of today. In other words, let's just keep the because we only have 50 minutes remaining actually to do justice to the topic of today. So the very first question is, what is money and how important it is? What is money and how important it is?
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Helen. I'm so excited to be here. I want to say a very big God bless you to you and your team and everybody for putting this very program together. I'm so excited. And I want to
Thank you.
say a big God bless you to all my people all the way from Accra, Ghana, watching me, and all
Okay.
my large following all over the world. And I
Okay.
also want to say a very big God bless you to my lovely wife, Annette Anson. I know you are watching, Annette. I love you so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, so the question is, what is money and
Yes.
how is it important? So basically, money is a medium of exchange. When we say money, it's a medium of exchange. You see, the concept of money has evolved over the years. You know, during the time before now, it was not what we call the paper, right? They used to do the barter trading where they exchange goods. So, for example, you have a goat, I have a plantain, then we do the exchange. But when time evolved, there was a need to set a standard for a medium of exchange, and that is the paper. So basically, we're talking about money. We are saying that money is a medium of exchange. They are in denominations. So the denominations are in its value. So the value depends on the denomination. Well, if you want to talk about money and it's important, it's money is so vital. I believe that as we are here right now, we are getting data paid by money. We are setting up the place, it's paid by money. People are connecting all over the world, is by money. Everything right now, from the clothes you wear to your electricity. So money is such an integral part of our living. I always say that money is that person that when you are having a meeting and you don't invite that particular person, the meeting will not stand. I take it again.
I love that. That is awesome.
I take it again. Money is that person that if you are having a meeting and you don't invite that person money, the meeting will not stand.
The meeting will not. Oh my God. well, let us know the reason behind that statement.
All right, so the reason is very simple. You know, you are putting a program like this together and we are all online.
Yeah.
So if you plan with your team, one of the people you have to invite is money. And not money as in person coming, because first of all, you have to find out how we buy our data. Money was invited. How we charge our cameras electricity fee. Money is invited.
Yes.
How we compensate the media team. Money is invited. You want to do anything without money, that thing will not hold. You want to build. After you put all the plans together, invite money, because you need money to buy the cement, the blocks, the water, and everything. So money is that person that when you're having a meeting, you don't invite, that meeting is not holding.
I love that. You need to invite money in order to make it work. That is so awesome. So let's just look at this word. Who is a millionaire? Who is a millionaire to you?
Well, I think that for me personally, as a pastor with my experience, I think that we look at a millionaire. I look at a millionaire, and people should look at somebody being a millionaire in so many dimensions and from a lot of faces. So the first one, basically, you know, we have 100-naire, we have 1,000-naire, we have a millionaire, and we have a billionaire. Yes. We have a trillionaire. It's not the same. Someone working with hundreds in their bank account is not a millionaire. The person, I will call the person 100-naire, for want of a better word. Then we have 1,000-naire, someone that, I mean, is now working with 1,000, maybe 1,000 pounds, like that. Then we have a millionaire. And so we look at all these one. Basically, when we say someone is a millionaire, is that person that have been able to accumulate wealth in the area of million in their bank account. So that is the first dimension I want to operate in. So that is the first dimension. So for example, if you have $1 million in your account and it is your money, it's not a borrowed money, it's not for your creditors, it's not for anybody, and it is your money, you can consider yourself a millionaire. But that is one part of it. Now there is another part of being a millionaire that is through association.
That's right.
Association.
I love that.
Association. So then you can have people who necessarily might not have $1 million in their bank account.
Okay, you're getting to be distracted then. Is that your wife or your child or something? We're hearing you, but we're no longer hearing you.
All right, so
okay, beautiful. Go ahead.
So like I'm saying, when you can be a millionaire through association. So what I'm trying to mean is that now, personally, you might not have $1 million in your account, but through your association and business relationship, you can have a lot of people having millions and billions in their accounts. And through integrity, faithfulness, and goodwill, you can consider yourself a millionaire, because anytime there's a need that you need $1 million, you have someone you can fall on.
Ooh, love that. I love that.
So that is this is someone who is a millionaire through association.
That's right.
So for example, now that I have a millionaire friend right now, Mama Helen, you are my good friend now, and you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
I will consider myself a millionaire, because anytime I have $1 million project, you are the first person I'm going to call. You understand my analysis? Now I want to talk about two other forms of being a millionaire. Now the next one is being a millionaire in ideas. Ideas. Awesome. Now we have to understand that what we call money is a slave to ideas. And I'm going to dig deep in the course of the discussion. Anytime you have an idea that can solve people's problem, they are ready to exchange their money for it.
That's right.
You think that there is poverty, you have not solved a problem. If you don't solve a problem, if you don't solve a need, you think that only around you is dry. I can tell you, not around you is dry, because we have foreigners. They go to a particular country. The people, when you go to Sierra Leone and most of the mining companies, the people are living in lack. But people also come with an idea, and they are able to turn that same place that people are living in poverty, and they become a millionaire. So then you can be a millionaire through the ideas you possess.
Through the idea. Oh, beautiful ideas, as the case may be. Awesome.
Ideas. So you can have $1 million idea.
Okay.
That when it is implemented in a very short while, you are going to be a millionaire. You might not have it in your account, but in no time, you will have that. And I have so many examples I'm going to give in the course of the discussion.
All right.
Talk to me.
Because of time, because we've actually taken let me just jump in. So what does it take to be a millionaire? You know, maybe that would help you further to be able to illustrate.
Exactly. So that's where I wanted to go. Now, the first thing it takes to be a millionaire is not money. We have to understand this.
Yes.
The first thing that it will take any person to be a millionaire is not money. If you think you can be a millionaire without money, you have missed it. Because there's a lot of people, they go for loans, billions of loans, and they think that it is that one that will make them a millionaire. You are missing it. Every problem is a business.
I love it.
Every business is someone's solution to a problem.
That's right.
You don't need money first to identify a problem. You need to first identify that problem, meet that need, then you become a millionaire.
Awesome.
God created all of us to solve problems. I mean, the world is full of problems. Everywhere you go, the world is full of problems. And that person that will be able to solve that problem is that person who will be a millionaire. Now, let me give you 3 examples. Now, let's look at Walt Disney. Walt Disney saw a rat. Now, in Nigeria, in Ghana, when we see rats, the first thing we are looking at is to kill it.
Kill it?
Yes, we have to kill it. We get rat poison, we get a rat trap to kill it. But you know that Walt Disney saw a rat and saw a business. He didn't start with money. He got an idea that, okay, now if I can set up a Disney park
Yes.
People all over the world will come there. What are they coming to see? They are coming to see a rat.
That's right.
But in other countries, people see rats and they kill it. So the first thing it takes to be a millionaire is to be a solver of problems.
Be a solver of problems. I love that. That's awesome.
If you have any idea that meets the need, remember, the world is not fascinated about your PhD, about your skin color, about your height, about your country. The only thing they need is that, can you solve my problem?
I love that. That's true. Very
It's not about the English you speak.
So true.
As a consultant, as myself, we are sought after. Why? Because reading is a problem in a lot of the African countries. And Jolly Learning UK, a big God bless you to Christopher Jolly, a big God bless you to Gilbert, a big God bless you to Sue Lloyd, a big God bless you to Sarah Wenham, a big God bless you to all the pioneers of Jolly Phonics in Ghana, Alexander Rema, Dorcas Bonnie, Jeneche, Roberta. You see, we have positioned ourselves to solve the reading need. And because of that, we are getting money.
Awesome.
So what need are you solving? Okay. It is the need that you are solving that will make you a millionaire. So that is the fact. I have so many examples I can give if I can go ahead. So
pass over them very quickly because of time.
Okay, so let me give you two more examples. Now, there is a football academy in Ghana called Right to Dreams.
Yes.
Right to Dreams. Now, the owner of Right to Dream is a man called Tom Vernon.
Yes.
Tom came to Ghana and he realized that how come people in Ghana, they know how to play football so much, but they are not good field and good pitches.
Yes.
And so Tom, the hostel money gathered all of them, met a need.
Yes.
And now it is through that most of the footballers we have in the Ghana national team, the like of Mohamed Kudus, who played for Ayas, now they were from Right to Dreams. Now Right to Dreams is now $1 million football academy.
That's right.
McDonald's, you know McDonald's?
Huh?
McDonald's was looking at people don't have time to now prepare breakfast again because of work, evolution, 21st century, and all that. So McDonald's said that, okay, then fast food is the way out, is a need.
That's right.
So McDonald's met the need. It isn't that people cannot prepare at home, they don't have the time. And so McDonald's met the need of people eating. Now he's a millionaire. So the first step to be a millionaire is have an idea that can solve the needs of people. Use innovations to do that. Yes. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the first. Okay. I've used the second.
Second.
I've used the second.
So the second one. So the second one is that innovation. It's so important.
Good.
Nobody can be a millionaire without being innovative. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Now, the God who created us loves variety. Even our own children, if you feed them with the same food all the time, they will keep asking, mommy.
Go ahead. Are you there? Oh my God. Oh my God. I think Pastor.
Now let me say this. Number one, when you look at the human being, our DNA, even when you have twins, they are not the same. Their fingerprint is different.
That's right.
In the word of God, Jesus never performed a miracle with the same method twice. There was one time he just touched their eyes to be healed. There was another time he mixed saliva with sand, touched their eyes. Another time he just asked them to watch. So you see that every creature in the universe is different. And if we will be able to millionaires, we need to challenge ourselves to think outside the box. So now in Ghana, there's a in Ghana there was a young guy who was in the University of Ghana, Legon, and he called his business Cocoa Cane. Cocoa Cane. You see, in Ghana, breakfast, which is porridge, you have to walk to the vendor to go and buy.
That's right.
Now, this guy in the university, through innovations, what he did is that he mounted stands at bar stations where there's traffic, lorry stations, and he packaged the food.
Yes.
Innovation. And
Oh.
so when you are going to work, you just pick it, then you go. You just pick it, then you go. You just pick it, then you go. Innovation.
Awesome.
Right now, there is delivery when it comes to food. Let me end with it. I have so many examples. For want of time, maybe I can end with this one.
Yes.
Now, you sell food. Restaurants, yes, it's fine. Now, there's a place we used to buy food there in Ghana. It's called Gold Coast Kenke. Big ups to Well Behaves, Gold Coast Kenke. I'll give you free publicity. So what they do is that they run a very strong delivery service. Very strong delivery service.
Okay.
The food is very good, but innovation, you don't have to walk there. There's a guy, he does shoes, innovations. You don't have to walk to his place. When you give him a call, he will drive his shop to your house in a box.
Okay.
And you can select all the shoes there. He will come to your office with the shoe company to your office. Innovation. And so anyone who will be a millionaire in our generation, we have to leverage on technology to meet the need through various forms. Innovation. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you've just mentioned two. What would be the third way of becoming a millionaire? What it takes to
okay, so I want to talk about yes, so start from somewhere and be faithful. Start from somewhere and be faithful. I always say that if you are faithful, you will not need a loan. If you see a lot of people going for loans from their friends, it means that where they took the first money, they didn't pay.
Okay. I'm not, I given up, three powerful points out there that I'm sure a lot of us will be trying to assimilate and possibly put to use. But because of time, because I still have some more questions for you. At what age is it suitable to be a millionaire? At what age is it suitable to be a millionaire?
I think that this question cannot be a direct question because systems are different. Geographical locations are different. Country support systems are different. Family backgrounds are different. So we cannot have a one-size-fits-all approach that we can take hook, line, sinker. We cannot just have a one-size-fits-all approach. But you realize that if you go to some geographical locations, people rise very early. And they rise up early because of situations like, one, the government support system. In some countries, the government support system to support business is quite different. So in that country that the support is early, you will find the people becoming millionaires at an early stage. I don't want to mention any age, but it depends on the system there. Now, when you come to Ghana, the normal school going age, if you don't want to go think outside the box and start a business at a very early stage, by the time you are 18, you are still in high school. By the time you are about 24, you have completed university. You are now coming to compete with the gurus in the field. I call them the gurus in the field. Before you gain mastery, you are not coming to learn from your mistakes. So by the time you hit 30, 35 going, if you really want to be a sounding millionaire, that will be somewhere around 40. That is in Ghana. all things being equal.
Well, well,
Ceteris
let,
paribus.
let's. I know. I mean, it varies,
Mm,
but actually, you can
sure,
be one in your 20s. I mean, that's quite a number of
sure,
people who have become, millionaires today. At when they were even in school, perhaps
sure, sure.
and what have you. But someone
Mm,
who is there might be somebody watching right now who says, I'm
okay.
not, I'm not even 20, 30, or 40. I'm over 50 years. Is this still possible?
Mm,
Become a millionaire? And what would that answer be? Because I mean, you have the likes of Helen Sanders, Alan, which is called Cole Sanders, the founder of.
KFC. Yeah, KFC.
He became one at
KFC.
74. He became a billionaire at 74, isn't it? And then, I
Sure.
mean, the list I read endless. You have Ray Kroc, you know, the McDonald's, brothers and so on, with the franchise and all that, who also became one. I mean, the lists are endless, really. Erin Ford, for example, also became at 54. No, not Erin Ford. Erin Ford, I think, was 50, and George Judy at 54. So you have them. Now, to someone who is watching out there, regardless of what I have said and the examples that I've given, what would you have to say to someone who says, I'm over 50? Is there a chance for me still? Oh my God, I think we seem to be having a little bit of delay coming from your hand. Yes, of course, hoping that he will join us. He will be able to reconnect back. Yes, there is a chance for you. I've given you various examples of people who at their 50s, even, for example, like Connor Sanders at over 70, actually became a millionaire. So the spirit, therefore, is to never give up, isn't it? What would you say concerning that, Pastor Bernard? The spirit there is to never give up, isn't it?
Yeah, so you don't have to give out. So the first one, there's hope. There's hope. Any level you are, if you don't have hope, you cannot even start.
That's
So
right.
you have to believe that it is possible, no matter your level, no matter your circumstance. But I want to also talk about financial education. No
Awesome.
matter your age, if you want to be a millionaire, get financial education.
Hmm.
People underestimate that because money is not taught in school. If you go to school from university to PhD, there is no course that is money.
Hmm.
People lack financial education. It's so important. We have to learn.
Hmm. Hmm. That's right. Oh
No
my God.
matter your age, being a millionaire is possible. No
Hmm.
matter your age, being a millionaire is possible. But get financial
Financial.
education. Understand how money works.
Okay.
Understand
Now
how money
that
works. It's so important.
training. So how do I train myself to be a millionaire then? How do I train my, excuse me, please. I love the fact that you already, spotted on the aspect of financial education, which is important because sometimes people think that, oh no, I don't need any education. After all, I'm just someone selling in a shop or one thing or the other. But isn't financial education very important? So the question here, Dennis, how do I,
Yeah.
because
So you see,
yeah,
when we talk about,
train.
yeah, please can you ask the question again? The network was breaking,
How
so I didn't hear you clearly.
no, how do I
Can you take the
train?
question again?
All right then. How do I train myself to be a millionaire? How do I train myself to be a millionaire? You spoke about financial education a while ago, and I said, well, this is really
Hello.
yes, I'm here. I said you spoke about financial education a while ago. We can't hear you. Can you hear us, Mr. Bernard? Can you hear us? You're moving your head, but we can't. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. We're hearing you again. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead with what you have in mind. Go ahead with what you have in mind.
Yeah, so I think yeah.
Oh, there. I'm sure he's going to reconnect back, but just in case, we're actually looking at let's talk business and the fastest way to become a millionaire. Well, whilst he's trying to reconnect with us, let me quickly just say that you need to stay away from debt. You need to stay away from debt. The greatest challenge we have with our people is that, people buy what they don't need to impress someone they don't even care about. Now, if you are the kind of people who loves to buy and buy and buy, before you know it, you run into serious debt. And that can be very, very crippling. That can be very, very crippling. I'm sure he's still going to join us back. So let us just be a little bit patient. But in the meantime, let me just quickly run through some of the things that I actually noted here that I know has helped me greatly. I'm the kind of person that you cannot force things on. You can't say, well, I have something to sell. You have to buy it. Hey, I'm going to tell you, no, it's not happening. If I don't have a need for it, I am not going to buy it. Many people overspend. They go above their income, and they are expecting that it will just take it for them to pray and then wish it away. No. If there is anything to pray about, is the habit of you getting into debt, the idea of buying or spending the money that you don't have. You can pray about that. And then, of course, it takes self-discipline as well. It takes self-discipline to be able to say no to that. Then the other aspect is you need to invest early and be very consistent about it. You need to invest early and be very, very consistent about it. Sometimes people just, unfortunately, people spend without having to think about tomorrow. Invest early. Okay. Yes, the aspect of saving culture is important, because then if you do not learn how to save, you cannot even invest. It is what you have saved that you can invest. And there is no amount of money that you cannot invest. There is no amount of money that you cannot invest. Let's see how, what do I mean by this? If let's say maybe you have 10,000 naira, if you decide to put that 10,000 naira into something, productive, into something that will be able to generate some level of income to you, before you know it, that 10,000 naira would one day become 12,000 naira, 50,000 naira, and then of course it keeps going higher and higher. So you have to learn how to invest, and you need to be consistent. Okay. Then of course you need to also increase your income, in order for you to be able to reach your goal. If you intend to be a millionaire, you need to increase your income. You need to have other streams of income. Okay. You can't say you want to be a millionaire and here you are, all right, you are a worker. Okay. The only way that can happen is if you have other streams of income, if you have a business along with the job that you are doing. So you need to have other streams of income. Number 5, you need to cut unnecessary expenses. You need to cut unnecessary expenses. Okay. In Africa, for example, we like to impress people. We just love to impress people. Okay. You earning 20,000 naira hypothetically, and then you spend 30,000 naira on a dress. Does that make any sense at all? No, capital no. So you need to be able to prioritize your spending in order for you to be able to cut down on your expenses. Unnecessary spending has to end. It's important. And then the other aspect is you need to set a goal. You need to set a goal for yourself. What do you want to achieve? This is the middle term of year. In other words, this is the 6th month of the year 2023. Okay, now if I ask you in a jiffy, what is your goal or what are your goals? What are the things that you wish to achieve in the year 2023? It's a very, very important question that you need to ask yourself. What are the things you need to, what are the things you want to achieve? It can start with becoming a thousandaire, and then from there on, you can graduate to becoming a millionaire. As the case may be. The questions, the need for you to set a goal is there. And then, of course, you have self-discipline. Now, may I say to you that it is actually habits, okay? It is habits that creates wealth. There are many other factors to this, but habit has a way of creating wealth. And habit is formed within 21 days. For example, you must develop a kind of habit that tells you that, okay, at XYZ time of the day, after I'm done praying, after I'm done preparing meal for my children and so on and so forth, I must get to doing one or two things or the other. Okay, I think he's back. I must get to doing one or two things or the other. So this actually goes a long way in helping you. So habit creates wealth. Habit creates wealth. Habit creates wealth. Okay. Now I'm so glad you're back. I decided to leverage on some that I have here to also share along with our people. Yes, go ahead.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, can you kindly ask the previous question you asked again? Because the network, I want to get that question and answer. Yeah, the question you asked before.
The question asked before, and the question is, how do I train myself to be a millionaire?
All right, so the first thing is learn from life teachers. Learn from life teachers. You see, when you read the book of Ecclesiastes, you say that there's nothing new under the sun. Any business you are doing, someone has done it before. Someone is doing it. Someone did it and failed. Someone is about to fail.
That's right.
So, and someone is also excelling. So what I mean is that every lesson you need, it's not even in books. They are human beings here. So then go to those people and learn. It is a form of training. Someone will ask, okay, I'm inspired by Barack Obama. I'm inspired by Bill Clinton. I'm inspired by Olusegun Obasanjo. I cannot see the person. I call the person on Instagram. I read the person on Facebook. I'm not able to get it. Don't worry. Read their books. Subscribe to their channels. Listen to their speeches. All of us, we believe in Jesus Christ. We have never seen him before, but we do the things he asks us to do. We don't have to meet Jesus one-on-one before we listen to his advice. Everything has been documented in the Bible. So the first one is that learn from people who are doing it and also read books concerning that. Yes.
Okay, because of time, I've also helped in covering some areas regarding that as well. Is being rich a psychological thing?
Everything about life is psychological. Everything about life. There's something called phenomenological perspective. Phenomenological perspective. Now, a particular phenomenon, the perspective at which someone is looking at it, it's different. Now, if I use myself as an example, all the bosses I have worked under before I started working for myself, I'm so serving under people, serving under men of God. One thing they liked about me, I see opportunity. In my psyche, I have a mind to see opportunity. Anytime I go to a place, I encounter a situation, I see opportunities there. Everything is about psychological, because if it is not psychological, people might be rich in a particular geographical locations, yet they'll be calling themselves poor. If Walt Disney did not see himself to be a millionaire or psychologically perspective see that this one can lead me to millions, he would have been poor.
That's right.
So everything starts from the mind. So the first one is that your psyche have to be alert to know that it is possible.
I love
How is
that.
it possible?
Good.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yes.
Now, if you don't even envisage its possibility,
Yes.
how will you see it? So you see, sometimes when the people come to Jesus and they want healing, Jesus will ask them, the people came for healing, but Jesus will ask them, why are you here? Do you want me to be healed? Do you believe you'll be healed? They will say yes. And Jesus will say that it will be done to you according to your faith. So their psyche. Now, let me end by saying that if you check all the millionaires, they have a way of thinking.
That's
They
right.
have an attitude towards time. It's engraved in their thinking. They have an attitude towards spending. It's engraved in their thinking, psyche. They have an attitude towards discipline. It's engraved in their psyche. Everything starts from the mind. Their mind is the human being. Their mind is the platform that controls the whole human being. I mean, you can see someone who is very bulky. Their mind is not really developed. The person will be poor.
Let me just this because of time. Why is it sometimes hard to achieve financial success in life? Why?
I think personally, I'll blame it on the school system. I'll blame it on the school system.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'll blame it on the school system is that most of the school system actually train you to look for a job.
So true.
The school system trains you to work for someone. The concept of entrepreneurship is underestimated in the school system. But anyone who is working in financial wealth, the person is an entrepreneur. Now, I was doing a research, and I always share with my people, my church member, that when you look at the index of poor people, the first group is beggars. The next group is salaried workers.
That's right.
Beggar, salaried worker, because if you are on salary, your boss will pay you from their profits. They will never pay you an amount that will make you richer than him. It will collapse the company.
So true.
So the reason why it is difficult is because the school system, they will tell you that when you read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, it will tell you that go to school and get a good job to work for. But then we can start educating ourselves to say that go to school and get a good company to buy. Go to school and get enough money to start a company. Instead of to work for, go to school. Why not go to school and get money to buy a company?
That's right.
But to work for a company.
Awesome. I mean, you've said it all. Another question here that I know is really going to help a lot of people is, how do I make smart financial decisions? How do I make smart financial decisions?
Well, you see, the world, everything about the world is about knowledge. The difference between you and the person excelling is because the person knows a certain information you do not know.
So true.
So the difference between the smart investor is that they have a certain knowledge concerning investment that you do not know. So if you want to make smart financial decision investment, it doesn't start from taking money and putting the business. Start from knowledge. Get knowledge concerning any endeavor. Get knowledge concerning any. It is the knowledge that will inform you on. And let me also say this: if you are making smart financial decision, it doesn't mean that you will not fail.
So true.
You will fail. And when you fail, sometimes you don't have to blame it maybe on the system. You don't have to blame it too much on the devil. You don't have to blame it too much on your family. Sometimes when you start excelling and you
Yeah,
fail, failure is part of the lesson.
it is part of it.
Any smart investor has made a lot of failures.
So true. So true. I mean, it's part of success. It goes with failure. There's no
Yeah,
gain, about that, and it's well said. So, how do I create
sure.
financial opportunities then? How do I create financial opportunities?
So then the way out is multiple streams of income. We
Okay,
can never downplay it.
that's the truth.
Any high flyer is not doing one business.
So true.
Now let's go to the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden was watered by 4 rivers. One garden, 4 rivers. One garden,
So true.
one, 4 rivers. How do you think one source of income will make you a billionaire?
Hmm. So true.
Okay, so let me use you as an example. Now, you are a talk show host. So you can first make money from the show. That is one source of income.
Mhm.
Number two, you can write books on success,
Mhm.
another source of income. Number three, you can go for programs and go and speak on financial success, another source of income. Number four, you can organize trainings that people will pay and come and learn, another source of income. Number five, you can start businesses and partnership with people. So you see, one person, you are doing one thing in so many ways.
Mhm.
So that's the money tree. Multiple source of income is the way out. So anything you are doing, maybe you are listening to me, you are a school teacher. You can be an MC, you get money. You write books, you get money. Salary, you get money.
Okay.
Extra tuition, you get money. You can
Um.
get money from so many other ways. Sure.
Okay. Fantastic. We actually have a few more minutes to go. I wouldn't know if our
Mm,
audience would have some questions that they might need to ask, our guests for today, or
sure.
perhaps, to me as well. But in line to this, we have someone, Lillian from Ghana, and it says, "Hello, Mama. I'm a working class lady, and I've worked for the company for quite some time now. The issue is that I seem not to have financial freedom despite my savings. Sometimes I end up spending my money on things I do not need. I have tried stopping it, but it seems very hard for me. How do I spend intentional and how do I spend intentionally and minimize my cost? And this actually tallies with your cutting down on debt. So, how do I be intentional with my spending, and how do I cut down on debt?
Is there a question for me?
Yes.
I think this question is an issue of discipline. Discipline. Self-discipline. You see, anyone who is a high flyer in the area of finances is very disciplined,
So true.
because the truth is that when any money you get, you can buy something that is times three of the money you get. Let's get it straight.
Mm-hmm.
You get, let's say, $1,000. There's a dress that is $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you will not buy the $2,000, but you buy the $50 is discipline. You see, this one, somebody cannot do it for you. I mean, I wish there's another way out. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that you have to hold yourself and be disciplined, because if you are not disciplined, you cannot even save because you spend all the money.
So
So this one, I think, is an issue of discipline. So the person can get strategies. Like, for example, what I do with my wife is that in the family, most of the money, when we do business, we make money. I make sure my wife is the one that is doing all the accounting with the
okay.
family business, because the nature of my temperament as a pastor, I meet a lot of people, I help a lot of people. So when the money is on me, there's a tendency that I will spend it. So my personal strategy is that I link up with my wife. She take charge of
Okay.
most of the family financial records. She keeps the
Yeah.
money. We have
Mm-hmm.
the meeting and that. So maybe you can get somebody you trust that maybe your husband, I mean, if you are married and you try that, some men are those who have the melancholic temperament. They are very careful, frugal, calculative, cautious. So such people can help you keep the money for you so that when you are going to take it, it is your own money, but you have to apply, sort of.
Apply.
That will be like a check on you so that you don't overspend. So
Yeah.
maybe she can consider that one.
Okay. So what kind of business can I do, for me to become a millionaire? What kind of business? What are the businesses that can be done in order for me to become a millionaire?
Okay, so I'll talk about two things. The first thing is that look for a problem you can solve and turn it to be a business.
That's good.
That's the first thing. Look
Because
for a problem. You know, when God created us, we were
Mhm.
actually created because there was a gap in the world that
Yeah,
our services were needed. Without us, there will be a yawning gap in the whole world.
so true.
So ask yourself, what problem can I solve?
Hmm.
So after that, then you start surveying your neighborhood.
That's
Now
true.
you find out that choose a problem that you have the skill set for. A problem you have the skill set for. So, for
Yeah.
example, myself, I am a talker. I always tell my people when I'm doing training that if you leave me, I can talk from morning to evening. I can sustain your interest. You have to tap me and say, it is time, it is time. You invite me
Yeah.
for a program 10 times, the people will be happy 10 times because they will surely hear something they've not heard before.
Awesome.
So for me, I can create a business around public speaking.
Hmm.
So first look for a problem that you have the skill set for. Number two, investigate your neighborhood. Sometimes you don't have to really like what you are selling, but it is what the people need. Dangote, apart from the many things that he also does salt. Does he like salt?
Hmm.
Does he enjoy chewing salt? No, but it is a need. Everybody will use salt.
Hmm.
So look out for people that look out for things. Now, finally, let me talk about this one. Sometimes when people want to start a business, they want to start with something very big. No, start small. Start from something that can give you money every day and learn to progress.
Okay.
You want to manufacture water. You want to manufacture water. Don't start by setting up a water company. Start by buying it in small quantities from a vendor. Start selling it small and learn customer relationship. Build your customer base so that when the demand becomes higher, it will necessitate the need to increase production. Start small.
That's small.
Yes,
That's small.
sure.
I love that, because sometimes people think that, oh, to become a millionaire will mean you having someone giving you a huge sum of amount of money. But self,
Mm,
as you had Leon said, and then the need for you to start from somewhere. Um,
mm.
what has being tenacious has to do with making money?
Please, being tenacious there meaning.
Yes. What has been tenacious? In other words, when you are focus driven, when you do not give up on your particular goal, what has that got to do with becoming a millionaire or making it big or being successful?
So
Can
talking about that one, I would want to say that you see, when you read the purpose driven life, I think most of you should go and read it. There's a part called your shape. Rick Warren talk about your shape, and he said that SHAPE. The S is for spiritual gifts. The H is for your heart. The A is for your ability. The P is for your personality, and the E is your experience. Now, in that portion that he talk about the heart, another
yeah.
word he used for the heart is passion. Another
Hmm.
word he used for the heart is enthusiasm.
Yes.
Now, if you start a business you don't have passion for and enthusiasm for, you cannot even be focused.
That's right.
Focus is everything. You see, hard work does not worry people. Wrong work worries.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are doing a business that is not in line with your passion, you cannot even focus.
So true.
Because if you are somebody who like to talk like myself,
Mm-hmm.
and you put me in an office where I have to sit,
Mm-hmm.
you can't preach focus to me. I can never focus. It's not in my blood.
Mm-hmm.
So talking about focus, look within you. Look for, I mean, you have to study about temperament. I mean, I do temperament test a lot. Know whether you're a sanguine, a phlegm, I mean, you're a choleric, a melancholy. Then look for the businesses that goes in line with your temperament by the leading of the Holy Spirit, guidance from God, and prayers. Then focus on your strength. Focus on people that encourage you. Focus on your strength. And if you focus on it, research has shown that you can focus a mirror on light and it can burn the paper.
That's right. You know
Focus.
what I sometimes use this terminology. When we're talking about tenacity, I mean, it's like a man who is trying to break the world. Let's say the world is made of high level stone and so on and so forth, and you have your armor eating on the word. As long as you continue to hit on that word, slowly but surely, it will crack and eventually break. So
Sure.
listen, the greatest challenge we have with a lot of people who want to be successful or millionaire or billionaire or whatever is the aspect of being consistent. Okay? Just because you had a problem or there are teething period, I always put it this way, there are teething period in anything you tried, to achieve in life. But if you are not willing to be persistent and be courageous and with a determination to succeed in that kind of field, a time would come that you will give it up. And it is the business you give up that someone decides to pick up tomorrow and be very successful at. So it is so vitally important on the need for you to keep knocking. Just keep using that hammer. Keep hitting that thing. If it doesn't work today, hit it again tomorrow, and then another tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then the next day, and then so on and so forth. One day, it will crack and eventually break. So I think that's what we've all agreed on today, on the need for you to never give up and just keep hitting it. And don't do business because of a particular business now, because others are doing it. Do a business that like earlier on said to us, you have to look at your temperament, and then of course, do you have love for you? Do you have passion for it? Because if you don't have love, it is difficult for you to continue even when you are being frustrated, because there are many factors, there are many things that will try to derail you. But if you make up your mind to say, well, this is what I want to achieve and I must achieve it, just keep hitting. Don't give up. Keep hitting at it. One day would come that you would also smile your way to the bank. Okay. I think I just want to interject that, because you see, I don't know what is obtainable in Ghana, but for one thing I know with our people is that maybe you see someone selling pure water, for example, and the person is making big, so they run into it, and by the time they try and it's like it's not working, maybe they give it 2 years. In fact, it is scientifically proven that you need a period of 2 to 3 years before you can really stabilize in whatever you're intending to do. So just throwing in 2 3 months or 1 year into it and it's not working, and then the next thing is that you're throwing in the towel, and then you're looking for another business to do, thinking that maybe that will be an easy go. Sweetheart, you are just going to be going round and round in circle. Make up your mind on the business you want to do, build it, then you can have more others. You can diversify, into other areas, and before you know it, you're already smiling your way to the bank. Definitely yes. Okay. All right. Now let me ask this question. because I know it's one question that goes, and I've asked, quite a number of people have, have asked me this question before. And yes, I've often come up with one thing or the other, but I want to hear from your own side of the line today. And it is, how do I set up financial priorities? How do I prioritize my spending or financial? How do I set
This,
financial priorities?
I think that this particular one definition of priority is different from another person. We have to really understand it.
Yes.
So, for example, maybe your priority is to probably build a show right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all the people around you
Mm-hmm.
will basically not understand why you are pumping in so much money in the thing. You are buying gadgets, you are investing in lighting, you are
Yes.
investing in equipment,
Too
because
many.
that is your priority. Now, my priority might be different. Maybe someone's priority will be about maybe to build this year. And unlike your priority, it will be different from another person's priority. I think that priority depends on the person's set goals.
That's
You
right.
understand? The
Yes.
person's set goals. So the first question before we answer, how do I set my priority? The question is, what do I want to achieve
Mm-hmm.
this month?
Hmm.
What do I want to achieve? So, for example, if I am Mama Helen and I want
Yes.
to make sure that my show is one of the greatest shows, I can decide that I will put 80% of all my investment in the show.
That's
Advertisement, bringing people on board, TV publicity. So that is a priority based on my goals.
based on your
We are
goal.
helping somebody who is trying to build a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a lot, but she has decided to also, I mean, for information, we are also into multimedia. If you want video editing, I mean, picture editing, weddings. Now, this is publicity. Let me do it here. So if you need that, we provide that services. So it costs a lot, but this person has prioritized to get it done.
Hmm.
Maybe we can help people with counseling. That's another thing that we do.
Hmm.
So we can take the people through counseling and find out what you want to achieve in the next year, how the person set goals. Robert Kiyosaki talk about goal setting.
Hmm.
He preached it a lot. He said that one of the things that changed his life, he took a class called goal setting.
Hmm.
He's able to set short-term goals, long-term goals, because it is the goals that you have to finance with money.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
When
maybe you can share our contact numbers. Those who want to seek counseling from us, we can also help them with
okay.
that one as well. Set financial goals. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. We're 10 minutes over time now. Now, let me ask this question. Someone is out there. I've been waiting for our people to ask their questions, but because of time now, we have to go. Someone is out there and says, I'm at the crossroad. I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried this and that, and nothing seems to be working for me. What do I do next?
Ask yourself, what need can I meet? Look within.
Hmm.
What need can I meet? Let me
What?
share this story with you. The late Miles Monroe shared a story about a woman who was in her church.
Mhm.
I'm at my crossroad. I don't know what to do. I'm full of debt. What can I do? And Miles Monroe asked that, okay, your oven at home, how many times do you use it? She said, once a week. Do you know how to bake cookies? She said, yes. And she asked the woman to bake cookies and give it to him. Now, this woman started baking cookies, pie, turnovers, sharing from the neighborhood. She had her first contract. Now she started serving companies and she brought a very big thank you gift, a check to Miles Monroe.
Okay.
Why? She met a need. People of God, anybody at the crossroad, ask yourself, what need can I meet? What is the need of people around me? If you don't look within and you look outside, you have missed it, because the solution is inside you.
Okay.
It is people who have advanced in the spirit that see for people, but you have to look within. You look within, ask yourself, in your area, you are at the crossroad. But for all you know, people travel a very long time to go and buy water.
That's right.
Can I bridge the gap for them? That is the beginning of a millionaire. So I think that look within, ask yourself, what need can I meet? Then you can reverse everything around, because I can show you there is something you can do. There is something you can do.
There is
Yes.
something you can do. There is something. Thank you so very much, Pastor Bernard. It's been a
Mm.
pleasure having you on Mama Helen and you today. And I want to believe that all viewers out there, whether from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, have been blessed just listening to you today. Now, hear me, people. There are no magical formula for building wealth or getting rich. Handle the money you earn wisely and invest. It's very important. Let me tell you, we've been told on the need for you to educate yourself. We've also been taught on the need for us to prioritize, on the need for us to save, and on the needs for us to invest as well. Listen, no one wakes up just being rich or successful in life. Hard work and the need for you to work wisely also matters a great deal. Never give up is the key. Have a goal, set a goal, and work towards that goal in the realization of the goal. Waking up in the morning and not knowing what you're going to do for the day, it's an error in itself. This has to do with creating an habit. You need to form an habit. It is habits, one of the things there is, that creates wealth. What kind of habits do you have? What are the things that you want to achieve? 6 months to go in the year 2023. You can actually make up your mind today and say, from today, I do not just want to be a millionaire, but I want to be a multi-millionaire and billionaire. And it goes on. Yes, it is possible. But don't forget, it starts also from your mindset. Okay? If you believe that you can do it, believe you me, you will do it. Are there factors that will try to mitigate it, mitigate your result? Yes, there are factors. But with your mindset of saying that regardless of what, even if there aren't anybody in your family or around you that has been able to make it, you can set the parameter. You can be the one to be the first person that will become a millionaire in that family. It is possible for you. You can do it, and of course you will do it. Don't forget, by association, just like we've been told, you can also become a millionaire. What can be very painful is for you to have a need for a set of amount of money, and you can't even look at two persons. Like someone once asked a question, if I tap on you now and ask for 1 million, although you do not have it in your hand, are there people that you can actually contact that can produce that 1 million naira? If you can't, then you're still poor, no matter how much you have. So surround yourself with the kind of people that will be able to add value to you, so that you can also in turn add value to them. Well, this is how much we can go today. The day has been fast spent, and we want to believe that you have been so blessed just joining us today on Mama Helen and you. So once again, we want to say a big thank you to Pastor Bernard for joining us all the way from Accra, Ghana, I presume.
Sure. Yes, Ghana.
Ghana. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. And then, of course, say hello to your wife as well and to everyone in the congregation. It's been a blessing. They have
She's watching. Annette, hello to you.
Oh, fantastic. God bless her heart. Again, God bless you. See you some other time. And don't forget Commander Day, Commander Day, Commander Day. spreading the Monday to
Can
Friday.
I say my final words?
Okay. I also had actually asked a while ago, but maybe you didn't pick on that. But you can quickly do that because we're actually against time now.
Yes, so thank you very much. I want to all the people listening to me, I want you to appreciate that all the strategy that we are talking about, you see, every human being you are seeing, we are not just logical beings, we are also spiritual beings. We
Yes.
also have to pay attention to that. So we are living in a body, we are logical beings, and we are also spiritual beings. So
Okay.
there's a need to also acknowledge the greater hand of God that can help us in becoming millionaires. So at this moment, I want to ask all of you listening to me. Maybe you are here, you want to give your life to Christ, you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, or maybe you are involved in a certain crookedness. That this attitude, and you
Mhm.
are not on your way to become a millionaire. I want you to just surrender your life, and you want to say that I am coming back to Jesus, and you want to say after me, Lord Jesus, I thank you this evening.
Mhm.
I accept Jesus as my Lord and personal Savior. Come into my life. I
Mhm.
surrender all my crookedness. Help me to be faithful. Thank you for saving me in Jesus' name. Amen. I
And
mean, if you have
oh,
said this, you're
I
on your way to be a millionaire.
that this is awesome. This is the first time we've ever had that, done on Mama Helen and you, and I am so excited about it. Yes, without Christ, it's crisis, definitely. And then, of course, you want to be able to have Jesus, at the center point of your life in order for you to be successful
Sure.
or become a
Sure.
millionaire. Thank you again, Pastor Bernard, and thank you to every one of you. Thank you for sharing this moment with us today. It's been a pleasure. I have to sign off now because we're totally 90 minutes, over time. And then, of course, again, don't forget, Command Your Day, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. UTC time, and spread the news. It can only get better, won't it? And of course, together, we can make it happen. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.